We're gonna get this car. I'm just gonna pull it outside, I guess.
I can do it.
Huh? Here you go. There's no mirror on it or anything. Be careful. It's kind of tight in there.
Never mind.
Okay. Since we're getting such a late start on it, probably just gonna vacuum it, maybe swap the wheels, just go through the interior stuff, because tomorrow we're gonna like pull the exhaust and pull the axles. I think Bryant's coming for those. Manuel wants the exhaust. Go ahead and pull the diff. I gotta weld it and have it ready for him, so just gonna do some small stuff tonight.
Okay.
Get ahead of it.
Yeah.
First I gotta clean up the oily mess from my leaking ass truck,
which we will fix eventually.
Eventually.
You know, he says that about my car, my Cresta. Eventually car.
I'm gonna go to town and get something to drink for us. I'll be back.
All right. What was that, Jeff? What was that?
I temporarily retract my statement.
Take two.
All right, I'm gonna go to town and get us something to drink. I'll be right back. Oh, I did it again. You bastard.
I can't write this shit. Right?
I just tightened the ground, but the positive one was the one that was loose. Okay, take 3. All right, I'm headed to town to get us something to drink. I'll be right back. Can you see out that side? No mirror. Somebody took my mirror. So since it's been wrecked and there is a bunch of wires pinched over there, I've been disconnecting the battery every time, just in case, so it doesn't try to burn itself down while we're not looking.
Electrical fires are bad.
Yep. I think I'm gonna vacuum it first.
Vacuum?
Yeah, and then we'll change the wheels. I'm gonna get all this glass and crap out of here because I want to pull some of the interior out. I don't want to get it all up stuck in my fingers.
Hey, Jeff, where you going?
I'm getting the cord.
Don't leave me.
Since this is extension cord central out here, until we get proper power ran, I need this. Over there. Contraband hiding in this little hidden compartment back here. This is like, you can access the fuel pump on that side, I think. No, maybe the fuel pump's on this side. Forget on this model. But people like to hide stuff in here. I'm sure they probably got it out. No money, no nothing. Well, that was a disappointment.
You ruined it!
But I think this thing, somebody may want this. It may be better just to leave the parts in here and just kind of like make a list of what's good and know, because we haven't really looked over it yet until now. I think whoever had the car, I mean, it obviously had radio equipment in it. So they stripped all the stuff and probably put the factory radio back in it. I'm usually fooling with the 6-speed car. This is the first time I've really been around an auto car in years. But the 6-speed car has got the hazard button up here. And this is off to the side, which is really kind of interesting. Yeah, this is the AC amplifier / controller. Okay. It's got a ribbon cable that goes to the control panel there. See where it plugs in? And also, just like on the ABS on these cars, if you unplug the ABS block, you'll lose your speedo. A lot of people unplug the ABS to defeat the traction control and the throttle assist. But if you ditch this, the speed signal also goes through here too. Right now, while they're not worth anything, everybody's just chunking. They're just throwing it all away. Like literally, there's probably the majority of what sells out of the interior of this car is gonna go to somebody that bought a car from someone that had just gutted it for absolutely no reason, because race car. But then it was probably still stock, because that's usually what happens. So
they went with the shaved pounds to gain speed kind of approach.
Right. Now I've also thought about swapping this center console and this piece, all this arrangement, into my car, but I would have to buy this piece. And I kind of like the DE stuff. The only real advantage I think would be for like driving around is it's got cup holders right here, where the other car has, you just have to put them in that armrest back there, or that silly little cup holder that pops out of the dash.
Have a spot for your Red Bull.
Yes.
Speaking of which, if you work at Red Bull or you're a Red Bull person, you'd like to sponsor Super Freestyle Show, please contact Jeff at Super Freestyle on Instagram.
I'm still gonna keep drinking them even if you don't.
But they could pop up in our show more often. I might even start drinking them. Wow.
Look at this. Let's see. Yeah, it hit so hard up there that it bent the floor right here. You see that?
Wow.
That's crazy.
I knew it bent the part behind the seat. I saw
Right,
that.
yeah, but I didn't know it transferred all the way back here.
All that energy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Kind of curious about the person that was involved in this accident a little bit.
Yeah, well, at first I was like, oh, they're probably all right. But now the more we're digging into it, I'm like, man, maybe they might have suffered a small concussion or two.
It may have been concussed. Is it clean, Jeff?
Yeah, I got one more piece I want to clean under, but look. When I was vacuuming this under here, this is also bent. This is from a previous wreck. This wasn't from this wreck. This is where it was rear-ended, and that explains why this bumper's been repainted. So we're probably gonna find even more damage hiding under the bumper. All right, I'm gonna vacuum the rest of this glass out, and then I think it'll be safe for us to start working around it and not worry about getting glass on it.
This whole quarter thing?
No, that's fine. I took the vacuum and knocked off all the loose pieces earlier. Anything that was going to fall off easily. I want to get the bulk of it. Like if I'm crawling around in here and I put my hands down, I don't want to cut my hands up and end up getting it in my eye or something like that. So.
Because he's already worried about COVID. He doesn't want to worry about glass too.
Not that I was worried. I was just being smart. Bought a lot of wrecked cars. Usually the first thing I do is get all the nastiness out so you can actually work on it without just getting filthy and getting glass all over you.
Smart, worried, smart. Sounds like all the same thing to me.
All right, I guess we'll get to the wheels, but we've got the spoiler here too we need to sell. That may be sold by the time you guys see this, but just in case it's not, if anybody's interested, this is one of the items that's for sure going, because I got a different one picked out for mine.
And if you have anything else you would like to see to have off this car that you've seen us, that's mine.
Oh, sorry.
Just let us know what you're looking for.
Yeah,
I might
I'm
be able to help
actively
you.
looking for Z's and G's, and obviously Corollas at all times.
Yeah, so just let us know if you're looking for something. We might be able to help you out. Jeff is a wealth of knowledge.
You think so?
It's like an endless pit of Corolla information.
Is it good knowledge? Some of it. Yeah. Time will tell.
All right.
You guys decide. All right. I think I loosened all those already. Am I stupid? Yeah. They're loose. All the lug nuts were loose. It's a good thing I didn't take off to the store a while ago. Probably would have overheated before I got back. No radiator.
So it's like, what would happen first? Overheating or the wheels fall off?
I did the featured garage radiator support delete mod already. It's completely gone.
So what wheels are you putting on them?
It's a surprise.
Oh. It's like a gender reveal?
Yeah, no, not a gender reveal. It's a wheel reveal.
it gonna be pink and blue dust in the air?
No.
Are you gonna peel out and like certain colors gonna pop up?
I don't know if I want to peel out in this thing.
Wait a minute. You putting Mazda wheels on here?
I'm putting junkyard wheels on my junkyard car. Yes, sir.
So what did those come from?
RX-8.
Wow.
These are used tires that are finished off at the drift event, so, but they still hold air. Except for the fronts, I just realized they don't, so we got to figure out that before I can put them on. Be nice if I had a good impact to do this with.
Hey, Milwaukee, we're talking to you.
Hey, I'm going to call the Milwaukee dealer tomorrow and talk to him. See if I can't do some horse trading with him. Not literal horse trading, I don't have any horses, but that was too much. That was more of too much than the bathroom scene on your Kickstarter. Please.
Below. So Jeff, is that one got marks on it too? Of the size?
Yeah,
Where?
right there.
So when did you start doing that? And why?
For a long time, I didn't buy tires to drift on. I would just like go to all the dealerships and tire shops and load them up. When I brought them back to the shop of the store where we moved the tire machine from, we'll stack them. Sometimes the stacks are like this tall. So I go ahead and write them when we're stacking them up. They won't have to dig to the bottom of the stack to find out like what size that is. If I see 2 with good tread and there's 8 of them on top of them, I don't have to dig the whole stack out just to find out that they were a 17 and I needed an 18. Just makes it easier. If you have a bunch of wheels like that, but not that I had money. I was just collecting trash.
Well, you do have here.
Here comes the Chuckus.
The Chuckus. The COVID?
No, it's a Chinese ruckus.
Oh. Oh, really?
Yeah, it doesn't look very good.
So when are you gonna start drifting with us? Come on, drift events.
He just spent his drift car money on an ice bear. This is so much better than that other jack I've been using.
For all those who've ever wondered what the suspension on a 350Z looks like, there it is.
Hot garbage.
Why do you say something so mean?
I don't know. I just feel like it's overkill, and it costs too much to like do anything good with it. Unless you run the GK Tech kit, and then there's flaws with that. You know, if you had a street car, you wouldn't want to put that on there. Like say for a 240, you could put, like I have PBM knuckles on there. You could put a street car alignment on that and drive it on the street and have no issues. The only cheap option for this is the GK Tech kit, which is Zero Ackerman. And if you've ever driven Zero Ackerman, it's basically like having a welded diff in the front end when you're at low speed, like in parking lots and stuff. So kind of a nuisance, but if you learn how to drive it, you've been on the track enough. At least we're gonna have a parts car that doesn't have tires that are flat all the time. That's a plus. What do you think? Oh, just a thumbs up. So I guess that's all we're gonna do to this thing today. Next time we'll probably pull the exhaust, pull the diff, pull the axles, and go ahead and weld the diff because I've got it sold and he wants it to be welded. So
cool.
That's it, folks.
Say goodbye, Paxton.